He heard voices.
I'm so close. We can still avert disaster. We can still set things right. The blood vials will protect me. I can taste it in my nostrils. How is that possible? I take it you're interested in one of my discount lobotomies. fine uniform? I am very upset. You know, I sometimes feel guilty about Sammy. But then I remember, it wasn't really me.
The rampage will now begin!
What part of leave me alone was not clear? Never find peace. I fear we are more alike than you will ever know. Death is now an inevitability. Sorry! This weapon just brings out my more primitive instincts. I know what this is. It's the thing for the thing.
Only I can help you find redemption. Go forth, minion. Your suffering will become legend.
Okay, fellas. If you've been paying attention, or even if you haven't, it should be abundantly clear that things are seriously out of whack. Business as usual, I suppose. Anyway, I'm having a bit of a heated debate with the old Shadow Man and his Apothicon pals. And it's making it really hard to keep this reality stable. I mean, honestly, look at it. It's practically held together with tape and bits of string. In retrospect, it probably wasn't the best idea to leave the most powerful artifact in this, or any other dimension, just lying on the fucking table. But in all fairness, Maxis was a bit of a wild card. I mean, you remember he was actually just a little drone the last time you saw him. Anyway, he's in the summoning key now. Buggered if I know how we're going to get him out.
I'd really prefer not to linger around here, unless it's absolutely necessary. The time for warnings is over, mein Hellspawn. Foolish creature!
We are legion. We are many.
The Apothecon's evil influence cannot last forever. He knows this for sure. The walls are closing in. I can hear them. Oh, wait, no. That's just boards and nails. When life gives you lemons, attempt to weaponize lemonade. Have you actually been trying to hurt me all these years? Double points! I would do it for free, but I like the money too much. No, this was nothing to do with me. I can promise you that. Remember, Edward. Tell them later, not now. Wait. It is later. Did I tell them? I should feel happy, but something prevents me from feeling truly at ease. I really wanted something more. I always have. Will I ever get it? Why do I feel like this must be an American invention? Let's just try not to think about all the terrible things that went on here. Yeah? It's not pleasant. It seems my eagerness to vanquish the Horde has left me low on ammo. Surprise, surprise. See, now this isn't so bad. No, really, I mean it.
Okay, I think I've found a way to talk to you. Given all the shit hitting the fan, there's not much I can do other than give you a bit of encouragement. How about I give you some facts? Little ones, quick ones, fun ones. It'll be good for morale. Something else I should probably clarify. This is it. The Ether. The Infinite. Otherwise known as Agartha. Or is it Agartha? Well, whatever way you slice it, or spell it. It's the reality beyond. Beyond the world you know. Beyond your perception. Just so we're clear, I'm absolutely not talking about death. That's a whole other can of worms. Speaking of which, you know how people say when you cut a worm in half, both parts keep on living? Well, they do. Kind of, for a bit. But then one of them dies, not sure if it's the arse or the head. Well, that's the problem with worms. They're a bit short on distinguishing features. What was the point I was making?
I think these are slightly softer. Definitely. Ow!
In the beginning, and believe me, there was a beginning, everything was in its proper place. Time was linear, just as it should be. But a little thing called Element 115 changed all that. Especially when, what was it again? Yes, when Group 935 came along. Once they started messing around with it, they buggered everything up. 115 shouldn't even exist in your dimension. But nonetheless, here we are. Bloody teleporters. Once Element 115 came along, the Apothicons weren't far behind. Have I mentioned them yet? The Apothicons are beings that feed on an oversimplification. Energy is a rather broad term. I mean, it may be better to explain it as the spark of life. The purest form of energy that ever existed. Is that better? I'm not sure. Sounded a bit hippity-dippity new agey when I said it out loud. Anyway, this energy, the Apothicons, feed on it. They conquer and consume dimensions. It's kind of their thing. The ball-crushingly bad news is that their appetite is ferocious, voracious, insatiable even. They're hungry. Very hungry. Bottom line, if you don't sort shit out, they're going to gobble up this universe, just like they gobbled up so many others.
This activity haunts my dreams. Luckily, it's been a very long time since I last slept. If I want to live, then you have to die! Believe it or not, I really want to live. I really can't remember the last time I had any kind of meal. I will slice skin from your bones! Assuming there's time, of course. It's really hard work. I can't let you leave now, can I? So, are we in its brain, its stomach, its heart? All of the above?
You know, you guys have really grown on me. To be honest, I really didn't like you much at the start.
Kaboom. They all don't believe me, don't they? It would make me really sad to think that they didn't. Behave our insolence! Let us resume. There is still much to do. The theater. I readily admit that I myself have a certain flair for the theatrical.
Devour them, my dear three-headed beast.
I have come too far to turn back now. With access to the proper equipment, I could identify the active ingredient. Well, then I could know. Give me the strength to do what must be done. Wunderbar! I get that wrong sometimes. I don't know why. Must be something else on my mind. Kaboom. I once dreamt of such explosions. Perhaps soon I will see my very last.
I have been watching. I have seen each and every one of your misdeeds. I know who you are. But questions remain. Why do you do the things you do? What is it that you hope to achieve? Do you not see the futility of your tiny, insignificant existence? You are but fragments of a bigger universe.
Your advantage is your numbers. It won't be enough. Carpenter! Is that banging the nailing of boards? Or are our coffins ready? You know, Monty's come as a bit of a surprise. He's not at all like I pictured him. Insta-kill! Worry not. The procedure will be quick and violent. That didn't hurt. I'm almost completely numb. Physically. Double points! Positively filthy! You saved me. You like me. You really like me. Perhaps one day we will not need bullets. Today is still not that day. I feel tingly, just a little. Ah, nostalgia. It really isn't what it used to be. Despite how deep they are, my pockets are really beginning to run out of room. I'd be surprised if the Keepers are truly willing to help us. They haven't always been particularly fond of me. Spicy. And at least it's... Is that a warning label? Warning, handle with care. Oh, really? I don't think it's likely.
Surrender to the shadows. You cannot withstand the Apocalypse fury.
I have but a few rounds left. Probably even less since I started talking.
Now, my parasites will consume you.
So, as if things weren't bad enough, I'm struggling to maintain my presence. Bloody Shadow. At least he's in the same boat. How are things going besides all that? Making any progress? Bollocks. I'm phasing out again. Right, here we go. It's a bit like, the news, this. I mean, reading it on television. Sorry, I'm rambling. You should see what the Shadow Man's doing back here. Okay? Apparently, Richthofen has a problem with nuts. Make of that what you will. Now here's the thing. I knew a bloke, and I'm talking way, way, way back. He was the sweetest, most charming individual you could ever wish to meet. He was funny too. We used to have such a good old laugh together. Honestly, my sides hurt thinking about it. He was my friend. He was my best friend. And then the Apothicons got hold of him. Since then, he's pretty much acted as their agent, zipping around the galaxy. Wait, I keep changing it, don't I? Which do you prefer, universe, multiverse, omni-fucking-verse? Oh, it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Yeah, let's get on with it. Short version is, he's no longer sweet, charming, or funny. He's what brought them here, when he escaped the key. The Keepers, an ancient order who'd been granted the wisdom to see beyond the limitations of their own realm. Even while the rest of mankind scrabbled around in the dirt, drinking their own piss, the Keepers took the mantle of benevolent watchers. Like the seers and sages of the old world. They could foresee how the actions of the Apothicons would lead to the destruction of life itself. The Keepers have always been here, much like your good selves. They too were scattered and fragmented across the multiverse. They may have acted erratically, but know this. Their actions were only ever concerned with the preservation of life itself. Remember what I said before about energy? The minute you people teleported for the first time, you changed the rules. How am I supposed to keep track if you keep moving the pieces? Even when you were just a little problem, brewing in the far corner of existence, I tried to throw you a bone or two. I told you this, didn't I? The magic box of weapons, the little clues here and there. I always tried to give you a little help, without drawing too much attention to myself. The thing is, though, I can't just magic things out of thin air. I have to manipulate things that already exist in your reality. Like the perk drinks. They were something originally cooked up by Group 935. I just used them for my own ends. I honestly don't even know how they work. I swear. As for the songs, don't get me started. I know the Shadow Man's probably talking to you. Don't trust him. He's evil. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. I bet he's saying all sorts of terrible things, spreading all kinds of rumors about me. By the way, I spell rumors with a U, after the O before the R. That's a nice little Easter egg. In fact, it's everything. At the orphanage, Edward told everyone his dad was a famous scientist. They scrawled, "Teddy is a liar," on the schoolyard wall.
Dissections are my specialty. Allow me to demonstrate! Let's get this over with, shall we? Not too quickly. I still want you to suffer. There's a lot riding on this. I hope I've remembered to cross the I's and dot the T's. Wait, have you actually been trying to hurt me all these years? I take it you're interested in one of my discount lobotomies. Why do creatures insist on having more than 2 legs? Where will it end? Millipedes? Wait, did I make them up? That is a little too close. Death is not my friend. I am in no hurry to become acquainted. I really thought you were going to let me bleed to death. It was so sad. Oh, that's definitely not sitting well. This concoction leaves my senses a little frayed.
You stuck in my throat!
I'm like a cat with a hair pull. Oh, now that's a flavor I enjoy. I'm pleasantly surprised. I will not join you in death. Not yet. Oh, now that's a flavor I enjoy. I'm pleasantly surprised. Fly, mine bullets! Defy the laws of physics! We must secure more ammunition. Though that's pretty obvious. Not sure I need to state it.
Nice! The mutt's nuts, in fact.
Perhaps now would be a good time to drop some ammo. Talking to you, Dr. Monte! Leave me alone was not clear. I am in need of bullets. Ideally, a lot more. You'll never understand, will you? Even though it never ends well for you. One day they will tell stories of my bravery.